drive here to start things out. On second down, here's Manning. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's the kickstarter right there. Eli Manning finding his guy, Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, it's a deadly combination, isn't it?
It really is, but what really makes it work is just how unflappable Eli is with his demeanor, able to maintain his calm and his poise, because we know OBJ, he can run pretty hot and get excited out there.
Sometimes just one-handed grabs for him.
It doesn't matter what it is. Just throw it up there. He'll go get it.
And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his. Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. He's got Cruz complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Victor Cruz, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Still in search of the 1st down after that last completion. They'll come out in the pistol.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. Back deep for the Giants, Dwayne Harris. Fielded just inside the 20. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throwing is Manning. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
A lot of teams love to throw screen passes. They want to tire out defenses because they make them run a lot. But there are a lot of moving parts on a play for an offense when they call that one. Because you got the linemen that have to move. You got the wide receivers have to get out and vacate. You got the running back that's got to make a little fake and then get out into the route. And, of course, the quarterback, he's got to hold in there and know he's probably going to take a big hit before he lofts the screen off to the back. Why didn't he catch it? That's all he needed to do for them to be successful.
2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. Manning now on first down. Caught. It's Cruz left side. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Sometimes I think even Eli falls into the trap of thinking that Beckham can catch anything. Here to throw, he'll wish he could have back, because even OBJ wasn't going to be able to get his hands on that one.
Following the interception, Cousins. He's got time. Got his target, Pierre Garçon. And he's brought down after a good gain. 30 yards on the pickup there. And that leads to a Washington first down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Cousins now from the 50. He's got time in the pocket. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cousins now on second down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They run it here with Thompson. And he will lose you. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Harris now to return. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles? And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it. And the Redskins scoop it. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. And you, as a former defender, should know that the referees are watching this closely, defensive holding.
They watch it awfully closely. I sure wish they'd let it be 5.5 yards like they do for the offensive guys. But in this case, they were strict with the rule.
Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Odell Beckham Jr. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham as the first half is winding down. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So we have reached halftime here, and in well, we're going to